Hello, everybody.
How's your day before Thanksgiving going?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So as you guys join, say hello. We are streaming
everywhere.
A lot of places. So we are live on, let's see, we're live on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
We're live on both Facebook pages. We're live on both YouTube.
Nice.
Whoa. The only place we're not live is TikTok.
Can you do live on TikTok?
I don't know.
We'll change that. We'll be there
all right.
first.
So we are a little bit early than we normally are because we realize tomorrow's Thanksgiving and we have to make stuff.
We got stuff to do.
Yes. All right, guys. So just a quick heads up. If you are interested in Black Friday sales, I did already post on that on Ken's Kreations Facebook and Ken's Kreations YouTube. So go look for the links there. There is amazing ones, but I don't want to take up the project we're doing today is actually a pretty big project. So I want to focus on that. We got some windows and all of the links, depending on where you're at, whether it's Ken's Kreations, Ken's Kreations Tour, Ken's Kreations Facebook, Ken's Kreations Tour Facebook, or Twitch, should be in the description. So if you do not know how to look for those because your phone does sometimes hide them, let us know. It's different for YouTube and for Facebook. YouTube, you basically have to hide the live comments and then press a little down arrow. Facebook, you hit the title and they should all come up. If you don't have a link, just let us know and we'll make sure Ryan gets you a link on wherever you need it and stuff. So, all right. So I am so excited for today's live because I scored big time. Here in Spokane, there was a local person who owns actually a door and frame shop. And so she posted on Facebook Marketplace that she was getting rid of windows. And I jumped on them and stuff. So we're going to do a window because we did a window for our Santa Claus and it was a huge hit. So
one of my favorites.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and turn here and then Ryan will let us know if there's any questions. And then do you want him to do that and you do comments, or are we happy the way it is? Good?
I really don't care either way. I'm always good for either way.
So just even if it's not questions, some people say comments that they want out loud.
Yeah, just fill them out. Do you have something off the top? Because you raised your hand.
So,
cool.
Lynette from Facebook is asking, where's your cast? How's your hand?
How's your
Here, hold on. Let me get my picture back up again.
Hello, Amy. Hello, Grandma Sparkle. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Trish. Hello, Nancy.
So I got my cast off on Monday. They said it is doing very well. It's just that the spraying takes a couple more months. It's anybody who's had a sprain or a break. The break heals fast. The sprains take forever. I do have a Velcro sling, but I'm not really moving it enough to really have to worry about it right now. He said I can take it off if I'm not doing anything strenuous. So it's good. It is still sore. Lots of dry skin. Wearing that cast, I have a lot of dry skin. So I'm always wearing something or trying to get there. It goes all over the window. So yeah, doing good. The rest is doing very well.
As a lot of you guys know, Sean is a very good cook. We have a couple questions on what are you cooking for tomorrow?
Because we are no longer doing Thanksgiving here like we did for the last 14 years. Ryan's parents are for the last 2 years. So everybody gets, and I even did it through them as well, everybody got to make something. I usually did the turkey, sometimes the stuffing or the yams, and then I started giving things out because it was just getting too much. But I've been in charge to do the
he gets a little stressy.
Mashed potatoes and cranberries. I will probably be doing roasted garlic mashed potatoes with, of course, cream and butter and some other things in there. And then I'm going to find a very good cranberry style sauce that I want to make because I don't want to use the canned stuff. That's
another reason we're live early is because he has to still kind of find out that.
Find what I want.
Yeah. So
it shouldn't take long.
No, it won't. All right. So this won't be like a super long project, but it will be longer. So if you have any questions during that process, or we'll just chat by things in general. We are starting with the Merry Everything transfer, which comes with these beautiful poinsettias that I'm going to be using. So we're going to be doing a full poinsettia in each of the opposite corners. And then we're going to do some smaller ones with even a smaller one in these corners. So we're going to start with that now. A couple things on this. we are doing this on glass. So if you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, we specialize in chalk transfers. So essentially they're silk screens with adhesive on the back, and they work on all surfaces. However, on glass, they work really good. So you definitely want to fuzz if you have not yet. These are pretty well loved transfers. I've used this quite a bit. So I'm not as worried, but I do get that question a lot, like, oh my gosh, like part of my transfer is sticking up and stuff. So if that happens, don't freak out. It's fixable. Mm-hmm. And we are gonna start with these two colors. So we're going with a nice poinsettia. So I'm not sure if we're gonna keep this one yet. Our living room is poinsettias. So we have this color scheme in our living room for Christmas. We do this upstairs,
yep.
Which this weekend, I'm seeing everyone post about their, all of their houses are so cute, and we've been so busy, I haven't got a decorate yet.
Nancy on YouTube said, I usually cook for Thanksgiving, but this year we decided to go to Golden Corral.
Good for you,
That
Nancy.
is so awesome. That's my favorite place to go.
I love their rolls.
She's saying it just got too much. Like,
it does. It can be. It can be.
All right, so I'm gonna start with my darker color in the middle, and then I'm gonna take the brighter color. So we're gonna go with the nice kind of ombre, and this will give us some different colors. Now, obviously, poinsettia comes in a wide variety of colors, so you can match it. Like, there's really cute, beautiful white. Fun fact, poinsettias are allergic to dogs, so make sure if you do have a poinsettia, it is up, because you do not want your doggies getting that.
And then, I know we talked about it earlier, but a couple people are asking, Paul asked where you got the window from.
Just my Facebook Marketplace. So my BFF Allie tagged me. Someone was on Facebook Marketplace, and they said that they were selling them for $15 a piece. So she tagged me, and I bought them. And we picked them up, I think, last week.
Last week, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
So we are going to switch around this frame while that dries. And this transfer we are going to use right away again. So did everyone get some good Black Friday deals today, or no money? Like, it's a little overwhelming how many deals there really is. A lot of deals.
And that's just what you looked at. Like, there's probably more that you didn't even know about. Craziness.
It is craziness. Black Friday has turned into a bigger deal than Thanksgiving, which is kind of heartbreaking when you think about it. But I get it. People are on budgets, so they have to make Black Friday work. I get it, but it is a little, like, I don't like the fact that some people leave Thanksgiving to go take advantage of Black Friday. Once again, I get it. It just is, there was a lot of companies that were like refusing to do it. But the almighty dollar always wins. And we might have to do this one over again, because I have a lot of bubbles because I was not paying attention. So a nice thing about working with this medium is if you don't get the desired effect, which we'll see here, actually it's not too bad. All you have to do is wipe it off. All right, so Sean will be assisting in washing. We do wash ours under, our silk screens under a warm stream on the faucet using board erasers. So, and then you're gonna hear some heats going on here just with the hairdryer on the cool setting. You can't really see it on here, but I'll add stuff so you won't see it as much. Yeah, Ryan. Sure. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, good to know. I don't have cats, so I didn't know that, but usually that is the case. If they're allergic to one, they're allergic to both. So I'm using, all the colors are in the links. This is that Nancy Lalonde?
Yes.
If you want to reach out to me, Nancy, I'm broadcasting this on some non-Chocolate channel, so I don't want to spend too much time talking. I mean, I will. It's currant jam and candy apple. And for you guys that are wondering, well, why does it matter if you tell us? Chocolate has a policy that if I go on my non-Chocolate channels, I just have to be careful not to commingle my brands too much. So, but those are the two colors. And from now on, I can just lift it up to the camera and show you guys. And you'll notice that even though I'm using a darker color, when I'm removing it, I am putting it in the lighter color, and it's so minor, the amount going in there, I'm not too worried about it. But if you have OCD over that, then you do what you do, boo. You do you, boo. Do you think I need to redo that one because of the bubbles?
Now that it's dry, I think maybe. Yes.
Okay. So let's finish this one, and then we'll erase that one. I'll show you how easy it is. Sean will start drying it. You do not have to raise your hand, by the way.
Oh, it's just itchy.
Oh. See, when you raise your hand, I don't know your cues.
So Michael Wilson from YouTube said, my mom used to make New England boiled dinners, or New England boiled dinners when we were kids. What was that?
I have no idea.
Boiled dinners, I know what those are. That usually means they are going to be crab, shrimp, corn, and potatoes all cooked together with Old Bay.
So if you are not a seafood person like me,
why you
Sean's
guys?
mom did that, or sister did that one time. They did a seafood. It wasn't chowder. It was like a seafood. I guess it was. It was like clam chowder, but it had seafood, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know why.
And it was
so good.
It was good, but I am not a seafood person, so I just say,
love seafood.
I just say, ooh, congratulations that your thing turned out.
Yeah. Sean, make sure when you're back there, you turn off your mic.
Yes, my fault. I'm
snap.
not used to going back there.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thanks, Andrea.
My Andrea? Like my niece
No,
Andrea?
no.
Oh.
No, another Andrea.
Well, I kind of got that when he said no, but Sean, you are the king of random, aren't you?
Yep.
Gotta love it.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to spray the other one so we can get it wet.
Are you getting any snow from the triple threat? It's not usually when it's like snowing.
Do you want to take that and I'll start? I don't know what the triple threat is. Sean, do you know what a triple threat is?
Artistically creative said, hey, are you getting any snow from the triple threat?
Can you zoom out a little bit? Oh, that's not you. I got it. Just that, guys.
I think that's when it like rains, snows.
I have no idea. I know that we are getting super duper windy speeds, but I do not know if all the snow we did get has all kind of went away. We had a really bad car accident on our freeway yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
It was 70 cars, I think, because it snowed and then froze so quick. It was kind of scary. But I just heard high winds.
Yeah, from what I know, where I live actually where the wreck happened. It actually, there's still a lot of snow up there. And when I went there were still cars like on the side of the road.
That's crazy. It's so sad, especially on a week like this where people are like literally leaving and traveling and family. Luckily, I heard that not a ton of people were hurt, but still, it's scary. All right, I zoomed out a little bit, Sean. You might want to zoom back in just because I wanted to get. All right, so we just cleaned that with water, and we're just gonna put this on our window, and this time we're gonna make sure we have no bubbles. So obviously the magic with these silk screens is they have adhesive on the back. And what this does for us is it will not shift while we're using it. So this is key because it gives us this perfected result, gives you the look of vinyl. You can layer it, you can do all that stuff, but you don't have to worry for the, like, you know, weeding it and stuff like that.
That's so cool. I didn't even know you could wipe it off windows. That's cool.
Yeah, it's removable unless you...
Except once you wax it, but if you don't wax it,
That's so cool.
Yeah. All right, so let's add a little bit of the currant jam.
Such a pretty color.
Yeah, so we get to kind of not relax for Thanksgiving, but just kind of enjoy it because we usually are so, well, Sean's stressed because it's a lot to cook for that many people, and but we do Christmas now. We are kind of changing up our Christmas traditions a little, so
Mixing it up.
yeah, I feel like it's time for a change.
I think it'll be fun and doesn't work. Back to the old.
Oh, that reminds me, and I don't know if Ryan put this in the links, but I will be having Black Friday sales in my Ken's official Facebook group. So if you like what we're using, you might want to be part of that group to get part of those amazing sales. Those will launch Friday morning.
Yes, all the Black Friday sales should be down below.
Correct, but this one's specifically for the Ken's
Oh, okay.
official Facebook group. So they want to just look up Ken's official Facebook group on Facebook and you'll find it. All right, so on these guys on each side, which is these little guys, I am going to grab the littler flower, which is this guy here, and we're just going to nuzzle it in between. I'm gonna make sure it's dry though, because it looks like it's still got a little bit of a wet sheen. So Sean did clean these glass, but they're definitely, you can see like dripping here, and they have kind of a farmhouse feel, which is really what I want, because it just gives it that nice look. And we are just going to do the bright red on these guys on each side to just kind of make that other one stand out.
You can also see the color it used to be underneath some of these.
What color did it used to be?
It looks like it was some kind of a dark teal. You can see it through
Oh
here.
yeah.
You guys can't quite see it, but if we show the bottom part, you'll see more. You might even see a little, no, it's so tiny, it's very hard.
So, a couple of people asked us how Black Friday in Spokane works. Is it crazy? Is it?
It used to be, we used to venture out in the mornings. It used to be nothing opened up on Thanksgiving or Wednesday. So you truly had to wait until Friday to get the Black Friday.
Like
and there was
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and
5
there
o'clock.
really, that's back in the day when online was a thing, but it wasn't as big as it is now. So you literally like had to be in the stores. So we'd get up at 4:30, be at the store. We would
Wait
have a
in
list.
line.
Sean would go one way, I'd go the other way. But we haven't done that in so many years. Amazon really has like, because they match everyone's Black Friday. All right, we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. I'm gonna flip it around. But we used to go out mostly to Shopko, which we don't have anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of those.
They went bankrupt, and then the biggest ones would be Shopko, Walmart,
Target.
Best Buy, Target, Toys R Us when I had little nieces and nephews.
And when they were open.
Yeah, we don't have a Toys R Us anymore.
I was gonna say it looks like there was one.
And ooh, that's a bad one too.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Sean. I should listen quickly. I'm gonna have to probably redo that. Oh wow, sweet. I'll just have to fix it.
Ooh, Janet just got her glitter.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, that's what she said.
You got it, or
Holy
you just
moly.
ordered it?
Or just ordered it.
My glitter order came today.
Holy
Troy, so fast.
Holy.
He is very quick. Congratulations.
But I was gonna say, at least last year, I remember Walmart made this big deal, made all these lines and stuff, and like when I was there, it was dead, not dead, but not that busy. So
Our local, like Walmart, not local, but the one closest to us doesn't even open for Black Friday.
Nope.
oh,
I know, right? All right, so as you can see on this one, I kind of made some little oopsie doodlies, so we're gonna fix those really quick. Now, on any surface, really, you can fix this. The only surface is if it's like a wood and it's already absorbed the color. But if it has not, you're golden. And we are gonna use a foaming Windex. I just get mine at the Costco. And a Swisper, which is a tightly wound, basically Q-tip. And then it has a flat end. And then just using it as if it was a eraser, you just go up and get rid of whatever part you don't want. Now on a chalkboard, it might give you what I call a halo effect, which is essentially little, halos. It looks kind of like a smear, I guess is the best way. So I'm going to grab my hair dryer and dry that real quick. So I've been so busy. I had a doctor's appointment today. I had pain injections today. So busy that I haven't even really taken advantage of any Black Fridays. I'm telling you right now, that freaking Opal ice machine, that's a crazy deal.
Yep.
Really?
Good price.
It's normally $500 and it's on sale for $379.
Ooh, that's the one you.
Which
have
for an ice
Yes.
maker, I know before all the comments come in, that's ridiculous. I get that.
It's different.
It's a luxury purchase, but it is worth it.
Yeah.
I was
And
thinking
even
about-
with the savings, you might as well get
The side tank, yeah.
the side tank that goes with it.
I was thinking about getting that
Life
for
changer.
when I'm, for my significant other.
I.e. yourself.
No, she's an ice eater.
Oh, if you're an ice eater, it's a must.
It's a must.
When she was over here.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to
Yeah,
dry this real quick. All right, now we get to start layering. So I'm going to grab this corner first. And this set comes with so many options. So let me show you them all. We have this leaf, we have the big leaf, the small sprig. We have the big sprigs, which are here and here. And these will probably corner this right here and here once we build it. Actually, I'll do those right now because I'm going to build the leaves on top of that. So we're going to take these all the way up to the farthest corner without hitting the frame. And for this, I'm just using iced coffee.
Hello, Norman from GA.
Georgia. Norman from Georgia.
So this one will end up going right here.
And you couldn't use.
Oh man, too close. What?
You couldn't use the ink on the window, could you?
You could, you just wouldn't heat set it. So the question is, could you use the ink? Our ink needs to be heat set, or ink in general, even if you're using a non-Chalk Couture brand, needs to be heat set. And a window would be hard to heat set it. I will say there have been people that have put ink on windows, and the report has been, was it ink or chalk that they put on windows, and when it got,
Chalk.
when it got,
Well, I think it would happen to either one, but I
yeah.
think, I mean, usually these type of things are going to be left inside, but some people have done some things where they went outside and either the condensation ran down.
They can't see what I'm doing, by the way. Is that okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just.
No, you're okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'll move the window next time.
My fault.
The condensation made it run was the
Yep.
moral of the story. Will you clean that really quick so I don't smudge it? So I'm going to dry these two really quick, and then we can start on the other sprig that's going to go this way and this way. So the other sprig I have, I'm going to zoom out here. We're going to be putting right here and here, and this is the one that goes basically in the opposite direction. So we have these right here, and it's going to go out as far as it can this way.
Then that is French vanilla, correct?
We do not have a French vanilla. This is iced coffee.
Why didn't I think?
Don't know.
Well, that answers the question as well. Someone just
From now on the colors, will you let me know, and I'll have Sean pull up the color lid.
Yes.
Yep.
All of the colors, you guys, are down in the links. All right. And we are going to, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's going to end up going over here all the way to the top. And you notice I'm not really cleaning these a lot in between. For the most part, you don't have to. The only time you'd have to clean your silkscreen is if you got chalk residual on the other side, and or if your screen starts to get clogged. So I will have Sean clean this one really quick, and then we can start focusing on the other one. Oh, I got a little bit of...
Yeah, it looks like it did a fold as you put it down.
Oh, I see what he's talking about. You won't see it.
If your Facebook keeps on freezing, try using YouTube. I'll send it down below. Sometimes I guess Facebook has that issue.
How many people say it's freezing?
I've had 3 now.
It's the bad thing on Facebook and YouTube, really any of them, is you are really relying on our internet provider, your internet provider, and speeds in your area. So that's when people say, I don't understand why everyone else sees it, but I don't see it. It's usually because we're dealing with so much bandwidth. Yeah, and it has to do with yours, ours, and together.
So yeah, we're uploading probably over 300 megs. So our upload should be extremely good. So typically, if it's one or two people that are having problems, it's gonna be.
If they refresh, it should solve the issue.
Either resolve it, or they might want to double check their internet.
Or they can go to one of the other.
Yeah, or just pop over to the other place, like Twitch, where it's beautiful looking.
Oh boy,
There he goes.
He's a walking commercial for Twitch, guys.
That's good. It's awesome.
You're so funny. You are so funny, Shawnee.
Sorry.
No, it's a good thing. I love it. Blue Ocean, right?
Blue Ocean.
All right, so we are done with this one. So we can give this. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Sorry.
There's the other one.
Thank you, Sean.
You bet.
So I'm just gonna hit these with our heat or our hair dryer. And this one will go over here as high as we can get it. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yep, and then after Thanksgiving, everyone goes straight into Christmas. It is 25 days of Christmas. It is craziness. It is baking, which, by the way, we will be doing all of our baking this year on Twitch. So if you love our baking and want to be part of it, and the reason we're doing that is not to just get people to follow us on Twitch, but a lot of that is, number one, it's higher quality. Number two, we've done our baking on both Facebook and YouTube the last year, I think, or 2 years. And so this gives us, instead of just redoing the same video over and over again,
And I believe there's
I
think there's a baking or cooking
Yes.
one that will.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah, so we'll probably be going to that one.
There you go.
And then I think we'll have the video up and ready for everybody to learn how to get into Twitch, so everybody can come and watch.
So we are waiting just a minute to put the sentiment in the middle because we are using white for that, and white tends to pull up on me specifically. It doesn't seem like it does that to anyone else. However, so I am waiting just a scotch for that. And I am gonna hit this with a final dry because now we are gonna be layering some sprigs and leaves. So we will be layering on top of some of the other art pieces here, and we don't want to accidentally lift that up. So I'm just gonna turn this on for a quick sec. Do you have the do not disturb sign out on the door? Cool.
So I got a question from Eva Ramirez on Facebook. Any recommendations on preventing or cleaning stencils with high pigment colors like red, especially when you're not too quick to clean?
Ooh. So you're not gonna like my answer, but my first answer is be quick to clean. Here's the deal. On your silk screens, adhesive silk screens, and this is generally any silk screen, The depending on the medium you're using, most of the time when like our paste or even our ink, very rarely is it going to clog the screens unless you let it dry. So I don't really worry too much about the silkscreen getting dyed to color because it really doesn't affect the performance. But if you do not like it, I would say the #1 rule is warm water, quick to clean, board erasers, i.e. magic erasers. And if that still isn't working, you can use other cleaning agents like a Lysol wipe or something. I prefer not to because the thing on our silk screens is they have adhesive on the back. So you don't want to really use a lot of chemicals on them because then you will eliminate that adhesive. And that's key on ours. So I'd much rather have a little bit of the staining to preserve the adhesive versus the other way around because the staining really doesn't affect it that much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And then Catherine Balza. Sorry if I said that wrong. Ken, your haircut looks fabulous.
Oh, thank you. I was forced to get it by my team.
It's super cute, though.
They said that I was
Super
having
cute.
a Brittany moment
Brittany.
and go get your hair cut. So I did. It was a fun moment, though. We had a blast.
That looks so beautiful. It just looks like you're bordering around.
That's what we're doing, Ryan. Oh my gosh, you're so smart. So we are actually layering this way over because we do want the last one to go over the first one, if that makes any sense. So you're going to see me use this one, and then the leaves will be up here. So this one will end up going right here. So we are going to get a lot of overlap, and that's okay. That gives us a lot of nice looks. So on this color, we are using these two colors. And we are just doing what I call a kind of a hot mess. So I'm just going to take a little tiny stir stick and just put some of my color down. No rhyme or reason. And then we are going to put a little bit of the other color down. And then whatever color you want to predominantly be the color of your item, you're going to grab that on a small squeegee. So in this case, I'm going to grab the darker color and just kind of mix that around.
Is there any primary reason it's called the hot mess, or just that's the?
So I call it's technically after I released it, my own video. Chocolate Couture released their own video called marbling, so it's officially called the marbling technique. I call it the hot mess because at the time there was a very popular trend happening in our crafting world that was called the hot mess, which essentially was you would paint a board with hot mess colors everywhere, and then you would put black vinyl on it, and it gave you this cool marble look. So everyone says, how do I do that with Chocolate Couture? Which the answer was marbling. And so I called it in one video my hot mess, and everyone started calling it that. And it was funny because I think I ran into the creative person at Chocolate Couture, and they're like, you do know we have a video called marbling? And I was like, what? I didn't see that.
Hello, Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Angela.
All right, so we have that. We're gonna turn, or have Sean turn that around because my transfer is still good to go. So we are gonna keep building our poinsettia plants here. So this one will end up going over here this time.
I'm gonna bring this down then I can zoom in when you have it set.
Karen says she already loves this project.
Who?
Karen
Radford.
Yes.
Oh, I think I messed that up. So, oops. Oh well, it's gonna go there now. So it doesn't take a lot when you're doing the hot mess, and I would recommend not filling up a lot of product because this is product that traditionally you're not going to be able to use more of because we're mixing a really dark and light color and it's about equal amounts. So I would suggest, just using a little bit. And then this one is going to end up going, it's supposed to go right here, but since we're moving stuff around, I'm going to put this one over here. Right like that. So even though this looks like a lot of work, it's not because we're just picking up a silkscreen, moving it around, and we're not even actually really cleaning it that much. Sean will clean it every once in a while if I get something on it. The key on working on windows, mirrors, anything like that is going to be the bubbles and making sure you dry, because it does take a little bit longer to dry. And guess what I just did, Sean? I just put my dark paste in my light because I'm so used to picking up my paste, so that's fun.
I don't think you have that much in it.
All right, so we are done with that one, Shawnee.
Okay.
I'm gonna stir this one because I put a little bit of my dark paste in there, but it's okay. You're right.
Congrats, Janet, for your new glitter.
I am so excited for you. I can't believe you got it that quick. That's crazy. All right, I am gonna grab my dryer. We're gonna dry this, so a little bit of a sound. All right, so the next sprig I have is this guy, and he has a little friend with him. So this one's gonna be, you know what? I'm not gonna use this friend. It's just gonna be one sprig. And we'll put more of the bigger flower over, or the bigger leaf.
Are you done with this one?
I am.
All right.
So I'm just gonna grab one of the darker greens here. And if you don't see it right away, we will get it over there in just a sec. I'll move the leaf. Or sprig, or whatever it's called. I always mess it up anyways. Is it sprig or sprag?
Sprig, S-P-R-I-G.
Let's see. And this time I'm just using the darker one because we're gonna use a brighter green when we do the other leaves. So try to incorporate all those colors. We'll get you a nice overall result. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna put this one over, this is where I did it backwards, but that's okay. That's a nice thing on sprigs. It doesn't matter which way they go, huh?
Yep.
All right, I got a question from Emily from YouTube, Emily Patcher.
Patrick.
Did you guys see Gina Luker's post on her hint on how to restick the transfers?
Yes.
Yep. And for those of you who do not know what she's talking about, it's because it's in our team page. I also posted it in our team page. And it's essentially kind of what we've always used for us too, so.
Beauty.
All right, so I'm gonna have Sean do this one. Ryan has to leave in about 4 minutes. So Sean will have to take over commenting.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a little kind of these areas where my transfer must have had something on it. So you have a couple options when cleaning up your left behind medium. The first one is what I showed you the first time with the, or you can use a pokey tool. And all I'm doing is flaking it. Now on a window, it's super easy to use the pokey tool. And it doesn't, you don't have the worry of it hitting your, like if you use like a Swisper with Windex on it, it could possibly hit your other sides and then you've kind of defeated the purpose. So this one, we can just use this pokey tool. Any pokey tool will work, and I think it works better on glass than the other way around.
So Valerie Fanging from YouTube asked, if I chalk on a window and seal to avoid running, can I later scrape off? Or can it later scrape off?
Mm-hmm.
As well,
Wait, if you seal it?
Not if you seal it. I apologize. I just got that last part.
It may still come off, but I think it's not going to come off very well.
Yeah.
And then Carrie Joe from Facebook asked, can you put sealant on the glass?
You can. There's a couple of different ways. Mod Podge has one, a spray version, and I think that Home Depot has one too that says like specifically made for
Glass.
glass.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the next color we're going to be using is this color.
Beautiful, Eva says.
Now this color here is what we call an in vogue, which means it is only here for this catalog and then it will go away, which makes sense because this is kind of a Christmas tree green. And what you saw me not do on camera is, because I didn't know I was using this one, the paste was, I'll let Sean explain it.
It's a little on the thicker side, which means some of the moisture has come out of it. So all we have to do is add some moisture or water. When we use distilled water on all of our medium here to thin it out, we want it to be somewhere near a yogurt or a cake batter consistency. So when you lift it up off of that, it should kind of run very nice and slow.
Hello, Jazzy.
Hi, Jazzy.
So Valerie asks, so if you seal it, it's basically permanent.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Every once in a while it will come off. Like if you were to purposely take like a metal scraper tool or something, it would probably come off. That would be the only way, but I would say for the most part it will permanente. All right, so we are going to add some nice big leaves here.
Holly leaves.
Yeah. I need to think of which leaf I like, because this comes with holly leaves and it also comes with like a regular tree leaf, but I think I like the holly leaves better. So we have a big version and a little version. So the big version will go on one side, little version will get on the other side. So we're going to be doing all of these back to back to back. So we'll start with this one and paste it, pick it up, and go to the next one. So this one will get picked up. I'm going to automatically put this one right over here.
Beautiful.
All right, so this one I'll use in just a sec. Grab the big one, which you guys will see once I go to the other side too.
Thank you everyone for the Thanksgiving wishes. Or
Yes, thanks. And
it was more towards me, Sean, because I'm leaving.
Yeah,
leaving
is.
soon.
Jeez, Sean.
He's leaving now. What time is it?
5 o'clock.
So he is
Time for
leaving
you to
now.
vamoose.
He has a family he needs to go be with.
And then there's a couple down here that just showed up.
Sure, thank you.
So Sean will be going back to comments. See you tomorrow, Ryan.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You are family, right? All right, so this one had a major bubble in it. So I'm gonna go clean the transfers, and then I'm just gonna clean that up with a cotton or a Swiss burr.
Swishba. Oh my. Horrible trying to stand here when you got a dog right in your way. You're not prepared yet, Miss Jazzy?
Oh, please, Sean, if it was Thanksgiving, you wouldn't be prepared.
Well, I would have gotten some stuff.
So
kinda like
how's
situated.
your cranberry sauce coming and your mashed potatoes?
It'll only take a few minutes to make.
Mm-hmm.
Mashed potatoes don't take
Don't
long
call
enough.
someone out unless you're ready to be called out
I
yourself.
know.
Uh-oh. I just blew away all my stuff.
Whoa, no.
Okay, so this is one. Where'd the other one go? Oh, that's always a fun find later. Oh, one underneath here. We're good. We're good, Sean. We're good.
Sweet.
Sweet. Sweetness. All right. So, because I have this big oopsie dooley, we're going to dry it again. And this one I will use my foaming Windex because it's a lot that we're removing. Hey, if Jassie's still in the comments, will you have her put my Ken's Creations Facebook group, because that's where the Black Friday deals are going to be?
Jasmine, did you hear that? Please. She just
got here?
No, she just mentioned something, so I figure she should still be here.
Cool. All right, so that's all we are going to do to fix that. Super easy on glass especially. I am going to dry my the leaves that I just washed. So when you wash something, just to turn around and use it, you can just grab a fuzzing cloth, which, do we know what I just did with my leaves?
The ones that were right here?
Yeah.
Did they fall off? Let's look into the
I
table.
just washed them, so
Oh, you just...
what I did with them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here they are.
Oh, they're still on your thing.
Oh, guys, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Here we go. So we're just going to put this in between and sandwich our fuzzing cloth. This is also earlier someone had said, so 2 comments. Number 1, what do you do to avoid coloring, which you can see I don't most of the time. So you can see that that is extra stained. And then also this will bring back a lot of your stick on our adhesive transfers.
She said, just give me a sec and she'll have it.
Yay! All right, so this one is gonna go over here. Sean will zoom out here in just a sec, guys. He's getting comments, which he's doing double duty now.
Yep, there we go. Carol says on YouTube, Ken is sure creative and does this with no effort. He's the best. I'd say there's always a little effort, always trying to come up with what you want to do.
You know, it's interesting because I get that comment a lot of times, and I will be honest, a lot of my ideas come from the catalog. But I will say that one thing that is second nature to me is combining transfers. So a lot of people will say, I tried combining transfers, it never comes out. And I would say to you, here's the deal, guys. Even I do stuff that I'm like, ooh, that's not good. So even our bronze board that everyone ended up loving with glitter started off with a different idea that I said, no, thank you. It did not turn out to what I thought it was going to be.
Hello, Messy Jessie.
Hi, Jess.
Glad you could make it and watch.
I think she's getting ready for her Thanksgiving celebrations. Crazy pants.
Julie Fox on YouTube, are we getting the same wind in that you are up in Sandpoint? It's been windy, it's been off and on.
Yeah, it's been pretty windy here.
But not as bad as it was like a few years back.
Oh, that was horrible.
It was horrible.
Will you dry that, Sean?
I will.
Thanks.
Okay, drying time.
Uh-oh.
That is dry.
All right. Ooh, that looks so good. All right, so let's add a little bit more leaves to the equation, because why just do some when we can do a ton? So we have a couple options for more leaves. So I want a little bit more leaves over here. And I am going to just cut this apart. This is 2 more leaves that come with this set. So we'll add these leaves in a yet another green.
Holly Hudspeth, she would love to do something like this above her sink on her window. Just move the just lose the curtains. Perfect.
Yeah.
And answering Janet F on YouTube, because I'm not going to ruin your last name. Yes, everybody who got an item from our auction, it was sealed. If it's a board or anything like that. So yes, those were sealed. And the one that won the cutting board, we actually sealed that with FDA approved sealant, so she could serve cheese on it. Yeah, no worry, I'm not climbing any ladders. I'm going to let my neighbor do that when we go out and try to fix some of the mess we have out there. He's got a better machine and a big, tall ladder, but I will hold it for him.
That is all I ask, is I don't mind you getting on a ladder. I frankly understand it. What I do not understand is not asking for help and then not using the ladder as instructed in the user's guide. But I think you learned your lesson, because he is not a fan of this cast or even this thing he's in. While he had his cast on, he was literally even driving me insane, taking a chopstick to it every 2 seconds. And I was like, just leave it alone. He's like, it's so itchy.
I think it's because of the hairy arms. Ugh.
Will you dry that and
I
flip
sure
it around?
can.
Thank you.
8 inches of snow in Utah.
Ooh,
what?
not fun.
Not for me.
Doesn't it seem like it was just felt like Christmas?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some Christmas, but
Of course.
it feels like it's like the older we get, like when you're kids, it seems like forever. Like forever till you get here for Christmas. And then as you get older, you're like, oh my gosh. When people start putting it's only 45 days till Christmas, you're like, wait, what?
I would say maybe just a hair swollen, but not by much. Somebody was asking if my wrist is swollen. It's very little, still a little sore, but no pain.
He pushes it to the limits, I will say that. I will catch him repeatedly without his thing on. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but I realized one of my
Just
bubbles
barely.
was no bueno. So instead of erasing it and trying to relayer it perfectly and possibly erase this, I'm just going to take a paintbrush, fine tip paintbrush, and just fill in those spots. And it will be voila.
Michelle on YouTube says they got 10 inches of snow last night in Minnesota.
Minnesota, don't you know?
Minnesota, don't you know?
I don't know why. I think that's Bobby's World that I got that from. Do you guys remember Bobby's World? It was done by Howie Mandel, and it was his character Bobby. And I think they were based out of Minnesota. And so the mom would always say, Bobby, don't you know? I loved that cartoon. What happened to that cartoon? It was a Fox Saturday morning cartoon. Who else watched that cartoon? Am I talking like out of nowhere, like nobody else remembers this cartoon?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
It was like a little Howie Mandel.
Yeah, that's Howie Mandel.
But it was a little one. Like he looked just like, well, except for with hair. And I think he had a dog, maybe. It was a cute little show. I loved it. That was when I didn't know who Howie Mandel was.
Wow.
Because that was out when I was still excited for Christmas to come. I should rephrase that. I'm excited for Christmas to come. It just seems like it comes faster each year.
Bobby's World.
Bobby's World. I loved it. It was a cute little show.
Artistically creative. She had a broken leg.
Ooh,
Had had an old style plaster cast, and then she was made to go clean a bird cage and got bird seed down in the cast.
Wait, why were you made? Like, who required you to go clean a bird cage? Because if it's your job, they really can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay. We are done with these. So Sean's going to do a final dry on this. And then we're going to add we're going to add some other stuff. I'll show you in a second. I wonder where my other sprig is. It must have fallen somewhere.
Oh, it's Trudy. Oh, hi, Trudy. It was one of her chores to do, so you must have been young.
Oh. Sean, do you know where my other sprig is? Or my other, this thing?
You're looking for what?
This. It's not anywhere over here.
Did I leave it over here? Oh, here it is. I left it here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
It was drying.
No, you're fine. I just didn't want it to be ruined. So, let's go ahead. We are going to finish this.
I did know that, Miss Emily.
Did
She
know what?
says that, did you know that Howie Mandel was also the voice of Gizmo in Gremlins?
I did know. I knew that too. My mom was a huge Gremlins fan, so.
And then they're saying, Ken, remember his uncle in Bobby's uncle in Bobby's World?
His what?
His uncle.
Oh, yeah, I do remember.
I do not.
It was a cute show. I want to say maybe it was after school that it was on. I don't think it was on like on a Saturday. I just remember it being on Fox in my area. I don't know where it was for everyone else, but in my area it was on Fox.
Nice.
So this is essentially all you're thinking of doing on this poinsettia, which I love about some of our is the fact that they are build whatever you want. So you could do this on a circle board, you could do it on a square board, you just build it up and come up with the vision and you can do whatever you want.
Which is basically what is a great answer to Holly's question. Can this be done vertically? Sure. Depending on however you want to make it look, do it your way. Absolutely.
Yep. One thing I do love about this is you can go in so many different directions. Do you want to grab?
What'd you need? I will dry those real quick. Making sweet potato casserole. But she has to work tomorrow.
Ooh. Who has to work tomorrow?
That would be Stephanie Wells Meridia.
Oh, I'm sorry, you have to work tomorrow?
Life of a medical professional. So true.
Yes. Which one are you at?
Where are we what?
Making sweet potato casserole. I have to work tomorrow. She said medical professional. Which one?
Stephanie Wells.
No.
Oh,
which medical professional?
Oh, yes. What is your medical profession? Do you think where you're going to go next?
No, I'm just trying to remember. This is the top up here,
yes,
right?
That is the top.
Okay.
Are the poinsettias an old transfer?
N.D. Anderson. Ah. No, this is part of the new catalog. It is called Marry Everything.
Cancer Center. Ugh.
Oh, that's hard.
That's a tough place to work. Where I worked down the road, down the hall of people doing their not chemo but radiation.
That's a hard one.
Radiation therapy. Yeah, saw all those people.
All right. So I'm just going to do a final dry, and the reason why is we are playing with glitter here soon. So we are going to use the big berries this time. Last time I kind of did the small berries, and the glitter showed up, but not
as much as you'd like
is
to.
where I want, exactly, Sean. So we are going to put the berries right in the center, and I'm just going to be using, you know what I don't have, I just realized? Unless this is it. Daffodil, there it is. I'm going to use daffodil, and it's actually going to be with gold glitter. So we'll do it, put it down, dump the gold glitter on it, move on to the next. So once again, we're just going to put it down just like that.
And we'll get a close-up on the one on the upper one because it'll be easier to do that. I'm going to bring this down, okay? Before you start.
Just make sure you always check your finger before you
touch. Oh, you know it, Leslie. It's beautiful, isn't it? Working in the pharmacy, but one of our pharmacists is raffling gift cards. How cool!
All right, so I am going to go wash this and leave Sean to get rid of the glitter. Normally I say save your glitter, but on this, actually I'll go do it outside.
You do it outside?
Yeah, let me go wash this.
You probably
and then
could
I'll go
just use the small hair vacuum and just
You can try, just don't mess it up.
see how well that will work. Don't want to touch it. Just want to see how much you can get without it.
Because that paste is probably still soft under
Yeah.
it.
Getting the bulk of it.
Oh, sorry. Say it once, say it again. Glitter is
Everywhere. Makes
it's
it
not
pretty, don't
everywhere.
it?
Stop saying it so bad. You're so funny. Everywhere. All right, so in the center of this board, I'm going to have Sean zoom out here in just a sec.
One moment while I try to fix this board.
We are going to be using the Merry Everything sentiment. So as he's doing that, I'm going to get all my glitter off. So the bottom of this is this up here. So actually, good thing I caught that. This is the top.
Yep.
All right, so we have our top, then the bottom. I'm gonna make sure, look at that glitter. So we are going to put this in the center. Now we do have to kind of use this twice, and it is a kind of a top and bottom, put it on the top, then on the bottom type of thing. And we are going to use some more glitter, because why not? When in doubt, glitter it out, right, Sean?
That's true.
All right, so I'm going to grab the sentiment here that says Merry Everything, which is the top. And then we have And Happy Always. And the Merry Everything is going to go right. Actually, I want it to go down.
You want
I'm good. I think so.
to
All right, so I have it kind of, I don't think I like that now. So I'm just going to go back to what I was doing. And have it as much in the center as possible. And just get that mirror. That's going to miss it. Let me go around the other way. It might be easier for me to see without that lip. Thanks, Sean. Perfect. Just missed it. Okay, you can let that fall now. So we do have some of the happy everything coming up. And I want the happy everything down here. So I'm just going to grab some of our placement tape. And this is used to place letters and do other stuff. I use it to block out areas I don't want. Sean is getting glitter off his computer.
Oh my gosh, it's all over.
It means your computer is very happy and fashion forward, right?
Mm-hmm, it is.
I mean, seriously, who doesn't love glitter?
I know. For those who didn't quite hear, the window came from on a Facebook marketplace from a gal who they actually own a window company. So these are the old windows they take out of these homes.
Hello, Profit.
Yeah, no kidding.
And which is it was a good deal. They were $12 a piece.
Yeah.
And they're still that old style kind of window, because that was what I was looking for, was that
single pane.
Yeah. And so I grabbed all of them she had, and then I'm lucky, like Allie, because I made her that Santa windows always on Marketplace, and will say, oh, someone else has, windows, go get them. And because windows at Christmas time, really any of the seasons, they're gorgeous.
Sure. You even got a hold of a
I don't know what I'm going to use that one for.
A leaded window with diamonds all through it, and they're on both sides.
Yeah, that would be interesting what I use that for. Huh?
Heavy. It is a heavy piece of glass. Hence, it's lead. Got pretty far within just the first hour. Nice.
All right, so as soon as I lift this, I'm going to go clean it so I can do the bottom. However, I'm going to pour some glitter on it, and then I'll come back and dust the glitter off. I show in my videos a lot me saving the glitter, but I'll be honest, a lot of the time it goes to the glitter graveyard, which is our backyard. So it looks like Tinkerbell and all of our friends were murdered in our backyard. Murdered. And when you lift this up off of a window, you want to go straight up, not towards you, or because it has the potential of curling, and you just want to be careful with that. Here, I can let you do this if you want.
Oh, clean? Oh,
No.
Okay.
You might as well have some fun with glitter, right?
Yes. The nice stuff about this, it looks like snow. And this one is just the reflections from, what do we call it, Michael's. And we were just saying our backyard looks like Tinkerbell and her friends were all murdered. There's so much glitter in my grass. It's going to be interesting. Jean on Facebook, how do you watch on Twitch? You can go straight to twitch.com or twitch.tv, and you can go to Ken's Creations, and then there's a spot where it says to subscribe, or if you want to follow, you still have to register and have a username regardless. So just be prepared to do that part.
You need to calm down. Jeez Louise, this little girl. Oh, and then Sean.
Too many things over here.
Yeah, like you.
Yep.
What should we get rid of?
Me.
Stop it. But that is my brand new stapler.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a Ryobi.
I hope so. Ooh, it is so windy outside.
Go way out into the out to the grass area.
Oh, because breaking my stuff is different?
No, it's just that it'll fly itself.
It's gonna fly back in here. It's like destined to be here. Oh my gosh, so windy. Rouse, don't. No, leave it alone. That was a lot of wind. It is so cold outside, Sean.
I'm sure
Cold,
it
cold,
is.
cold, cold, cold. After Sean just vacuumed down here.
I know. How come we're not using StarCraft glitter? Oh.
Because, why don't you answer that, Jonathan?
Because Ryan accidentally threw it all in a bin and we have no idea where everything's at.
Sometimes my assistants create little havocs.
More work.
I said, hey, next time will you make sure not to? And he was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. We spent an hour separating it all.
Yeah.
Just for him to throw it all back in. You win some, you lose some. Okay, so before we put this down,
Gotta make sure all the glitter's off of it.
you want to make sure all the glitter's off, but you also want to block the top half because it is so glitter, and we're going to end up doing it again. So we're just going to lay this flat once I figure out the positioning, and then we'll do a final glitter. So to marry everything. Oh, you can stay over here, Sean.
I was gonna help hold
You're
it.
fine.
You
You're
sure?
fine. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And then I can.
Do you want me to try to get the glitter off there?
So I want you to get the and up as close as you can and the happy.
Come down towards me.
That's good, isn't it?
Nope.
You can tilt it though, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh, there you go, right there.
Yep, that is as close as you're gonna get with the and.
Okay, that's good. So now if you can grab the sheet and then we can lift that bottom up and kind of straighten it if we need to. You got it? You need my help? Do you need my help?
I think I got it.
Okay. Here, I got it.
Ouch.
All right, I usually don't do this on glass because it's already such a good section, but I do want to get these wrinkles out. So I'm just gonna use a squeegee. And the reason I don't do this a lot on glass is if you don't need to use one of these, you try not want to because it can almost get you too good of a seal. And you don't want to ruin your transfers.
See you, Trudy. Have a great evening. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
All right, I'm gonna have to have you.
And Carol, this is the backing. This is the actual backer sheet for this transfer silkscreen, so that's why it works quite well.
Okay, so we are going to block out the parts we don't want to get in with our placement tape. The other reason I don't like using a squeegee is every time you lift up a transfer to reposition it, technically you are using a little bit more of your adhesive. So when I do stuff like that, it does kind of, I wouldn't say it kills me, but I'm like, oh, because these silkscreen transfers with adhesive on the back should last you a good amount of times. Okay, so we are going to grab our white again and pour more glitter on it, and then we will finish it with our embellishments. Because why not? I love embellishments this year.
This is turning out so pretty. My mom loved poinsettias. She decorated the house every year with lots of them.
When I worked at the bank, we couldn't decorate a lot with Christmas decorations due to religious reasons. And so the only thing that Bank of America would let us at that time, I think they've changed it now because I do see Christmas trees, but the only thing that they would let you decorate with was poinsettias. So
somebody's asking, why didn't you fuzz this?
Why didn't I what?
Fuzz the transfer.
I have fuzzed this transfer. It's just,
yes, it's still so new.
Well, it's new and it is on a window, which makes it super sticky. Oh, I'm sorry, you could have done this. Sorry, Shawnee.
All right.
Sticky, sticky, sticky. All right. So we can take this top sheet off, and then I'm gonna go take this outside and get rid of the glitter. I have a new canned air because that old canned air is
You new one?
outsy. No, I already got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry if I hit your camera. Watch out, Tobes. You're trying to come in and I'm trying to go out. That doesn't work. Oh, snap. Glitterville 2000. Okay, come on in, Tobes. Tobes, come on. All right, well, you're going to get glitter all over you, dude. Move. So has anyone seen Frozen 2 yet? I heard it's really good. That's what I heard, Sean.
That's what I've heard
That's
too.
the new news on the street. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick. Can you give me a canned air behind you there? I'm sorry, it's kind of in a weird spot. I apologize.
That's the newer one.
Okay, and we're gonna hit both underneath and on top because, as Sean says, there's some cleaning underneath as well. Sweet. All right, looking good. Now it is time for my favorite point, embellishments. So we're going to be using the embellishments. Can you zoom out because we're going to be just working down there, Shawnee? Thank you. So I'm going to start with my staple gun. And all this stuff you can get pretty much everywhere. I got it at, did you not grab? Oh, you did. Do you want to go shut the window? I'm so sorry.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so this is the Ryobi staple gun. And I am going to staple as much of it as I can. And we're going to have it come off a little bit. So these are just some, I don't even know what these are. They're like wood bark pieces that I fell in love with. They come in a couple of different colors. And they were 70% off. So I bought everything. I think they knew me for a while there. You okay?
Yeah. I'm just wondering how much vibration's going through this.
Oh. Is this bad? Should I not be doing this? It's fine. All right. So the next thing are going to be these bells with the red on it. And they're going to layer right up to this point. So I'm going to grab that.
Here comes the gun. Yes, it is. So Miss Danny Hortzman says, my son and his buddies went to go see Frozen 2. They're 14, and they thought it was pretty good. Still can't believe they actually picked that movie.
I actually heard it is, because I was afraid. I was like, what are you going to do with, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only do so much.
I actually liked it better than the first one.
That's what I've been hearing.
That's what we're hearing as well.
That is exactly what I've been hearing.
Very cool. We'll have to go see it. We enjoyed the first one.
You didn't watch it with me in the theaters.
No.
I watched it with Joanne and Pickle.
Yep. Whom we need to see someday.
I
Like she
know.
says before she turns into a teenager.
It's just figuring out the time. And I do agree, you just need to make time for family and friends.
Yep.
But I tell you what, it just seems like no matter what.
And a happy Thanksgiving to you too, Miss Schneider. Hope your family
Hi, Miss
does
Schneider.
well. Hope all is well.
All right, so this is going to end up kind of getting put into here. And we have some embellishments or some ribbons. So we're going to put a ribbon here and then this ribbon on the top. So this is kind of why I wanted to get some of that greenery in here, because we have a beautiful... So while I do this, I'm just going to... Did the dogs come in?
Nope. Tobe's just out there lying down.
Well, the gates aren't open, are they?
No.
Okay. So I just make a very lazy bow. I am not a fancy bow maker by any means. And all I do is go back and forth with it. So you're just going to make a loop however long you want it. So the first loop is going to go from here to here. So I'm just going to, right, a little smaller. And I know that there's bow makers and all sorts of stuff. I probably should look into those at some point, but I was never into making embellishments on my pieces until this year. So I've never really needed a bow maker. But this year, Sean, I'm all about it. Aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
The more we can put on our boards, the better.
The better.
Well, better. All right, so we can just finish this right here. We're going to flip this inside, just like that. Now, you can hot glue it. There's a wide variety of ways. I like to use twine, just because it gives it a nice cinched look in the middle. But that is all up to you, how you want to do your bow.
Hi, Miss Allie.
Hi, Miss Allie.
You guys ready
Aren't
to go?
you supposed to be at the airport?
No, not yet.
When does she go?
They don't leave until 11 at night.
Oh my gosh, that's such a late flight.
Are you all packed, ready to go?
Of course she is.
Of course she is.
I would just be starting to pack now.
Yes.
Which is what Sean does not like. But you know, 'tis the life.
It
right?
is.
All right, so that's how I do my bows. Told you, not fancy, and then we'll puff them out, but it's truly a lazy way to make bows. And I really don't like making bows, to be honest. I do now, but I didn't when I started Chocolate Tour. I hated bows, actually. In fact, one of my favorite things about Gina K Designs was she had a video that showed you how to easily
Make the 2-finger one
yeah.
when you're doing
And
the
I
little,
loved it.
little bows. Yeah. We've tried it a few times.
Okay, so this is going to end up going right here, and we can just, once again, staple it. We just have to go in behind, and
She says, yes, all ready to go, and you guys stress me out.
we stress her out? Why?
Because we packed so late.
Oh, she's usually here when I'm packing, too.
Yeah.
So we have the bow down, and we're going to put another staple over here, and the bow on top of it will hide it. So we're not worried about that. There we go. So we have the bow, just like that. All right, now we can add some more little elements. This will end up going at the top. All right, so we're gonna finish off this bow right here, and then we're gonna then turn our attention towards the top. So, you know, I have to say this year, like I've said earlier, is my first year kind of with all of these, you know, designs and stuff. But I really do think they kind of make the board. What do you think? Mm-hmm. So this one we're just going to do right here, and I'll probably use my glue gun for this. So we're actually going to do a double, triple almost. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my glue gun because we're going to want to get it started up. There we go. And
oops, sorry.
You're fine.
This one works a lot better.
Better.
I think they should change the 4 inches to this kind of material.
Should they?
They should.
I'll give them that feedback, Sean.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So we don't need a ton of this because it is a pattern, but I do want to bring in some of the color that we have from that red and green. So we can either do a 1 or we can do what I call the triple, which is 1, 2, 3, but I think it's going to disturb the pattern too much. So I'm just going to put this over 4 times, and we're going to end up gluing it right here where there is, you can't see it, but there is like a little handle down here that kind of tells you, or it's not a handle, I guess that's up there. So the center would be like right where we have it. So I'm gonna get my glue gun ready. While my glue gun is setting, I will show you kind of what we're doing at the top here if we have a little bit of time. Mm-hmm. So we have 2 ornaments up here we're putting.
One of the gal's daughters, let's see, Loretta Potts, her daughters work at a flower shop, so they make ribbed bows all the time.
Oh, I bet. So this
nice
is going to end up going right here with a little bit of ribbon behind it. And then we're going to have some of this stuff behind it to kind of incorporate the colors. So maybe I'll just do this. I have actually 2 of these. Maybe I'll do 2. The ornament doesn't make sense now that I think about it. Sweet. So we're going to put 2 snowflakes, one down a little bit long this way.
Always love the 3D effects of adding dimensions to items. Absolutely, it helps finish off the board. This has a definite wow factor.
I'm
Thanks,
not loving
ladies.
my snowflakes, but I am loving, you know what, I'm just going to do a little bit of greenery up there, I think, Sean.
Greenery?
Yeah, because I don't like anything hanging down. I just need a little bit of greenery.
Something?
Yeah, to offset it, is all.
All right.
A little
I think
bit.
you're fine.
A little pizzazz.
Beautiful, says Miss Allie.
Aw, thanks, Allie.
And we're going to miss your birthday.
We are going to miss her birthday, guys.
She'll be in the sunny part of Puerto Rico.
Fun.
Fun, fun, fun.
We won't be there.
No.
What?
Who's going to hold it so it doesn't
Oh,
snap
thanks.
everywhere? Oops.
That might be too much. Yeah, it's too much. That's okay. I can put something at that end.
Change your minds, not doing a snowflake.
Nope, changed my mind. It happens a lot, doesn't it? We're going in one direction and Sean's like, I thought we were doing this. And I'm like, nope, moving on. All right, my hot glue gun is getting heated up, but I am going to switch it out with my nail gun real quick. And the nice thing is you can do that to get the power from this and then put it right back on the glue gun, which is super nice. And this guy, we just need to make sure he is all...
I'm going to bring it down just a bit so they can kind of see what you're
sorry.
doing. There we go. It's
So all I'm doing
tough.
is putting this, and this one might not go through because this is a pretty... Ah, snap. Not for this glue gun. What?
You mean staple gun?
Yeah, or yeah, whatever this is. And I do want to hide that, so we're gonna grab just a sprig from here. Can you give me a cut?
What'd you need?
Like
oh,
your
the
cuts or
cutters?
something?
The cutters?
to hide that. Yeah. Oh, I don't need it. I got it.
There we go.
So we're just going to put this right here.
We'll show it here in a moment.
All right. So now I can get my glue gun back on. All right. We'll show that to you here in 1 second. I'm going to go up to here first, finish this bottom. So grab my glue gun, and I had some ribbon right here. Did you throw it away by chance?
I didn't throw anything away. What's it look like?
It's
The one that goes here?
yeah.
Is it under here since you moved it?
know.
Or did it fall off the floor?
I don't know. There it is. Found it.
When did it fall? Yeah, it did
It
fall.
followed,
It followed.
which means it has a little bit of extra fur on it. 'Tis the season for extra fur, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna add some glue here. And then we're gonna add glue here. And let it trail down to here. And Sean's the one that taught me this trick. It is using our small squeegee. They don't melt, so you can hold it in there without burning your finger.
And if it gets on there, it always comes right off.
So we'll just hold that until it holds its shape. And now that it's cool, I can hold it. Sweet. All right. I'm going to put this back over wherever it was. And we're going to concentrate on this up here. So all we are going to do up here is add, can you, right behind you, Shawnee, is the, or maybe it's over, oh, it's right here.
Oh, your twine.
Yeah. So can you hand me my non-chocolate scissors?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there is this little latch up here that actually goes this way. So we're going to actually start my tie there. And it's going to go around this as, you might need a little bit more. Can they see that? I don't know if you're zoomed in.
I'm not zoomed in because we're still too far forward. If you can let me bring it down a bit, I can.
Okay, let me just get, here, just go ahead and do it now. That's fine. You're good, Shawnee.
Thank you. Does that work for you, all right?
Yeah, I can make that work.
I'll hold this.
Awesome. So we're gonna double this up and then bring out this and tie my knot around it and then put it back. There we go.
You make magic with chalk images, Ken. I'm so impressed.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
That was from Holly Hudsmith.
Hey, Holly. So this one, because we have not, we are gonna put this all underneath this branch. That's gonna do double duty. It's gonna hold it in, and then I can staple it under there, and it for sure will stay. So I'm gonna take off my glue gun. Can you grab my staple gun? This one I'm a little nervous about. So I'm gonna go gentle, just because we are going right where the window meets. Can you hold this up, Sean? This bell? And this is just a little scary, but okay, we're good. That's it. That made me a little scared.
It's enough. It's holding it.
It's holding. All right. So now I can go ahead and trim this one. And then trim them all there.
Glue gun and heat gun is on my Christmas list, says Grandma
Right.
Sparkle. You know it. You gots to get it.
All right, so all of these are gonna loop under. I was going to staple them. I'll still see if I can.
If not, a little glue could hold it.
A little glue will hold it, but I prefer the staple gun, which, just lift that up right there, Sean, if you don't mind. Ooh. Okay, that makes me nervous. So glue gun it is. Okay, be careful of your fingers. Okay, push that down. Oh, snap. All right, so we just need to do 2 more here and here. So we have you lift it up again, Sean. Probably gonna have to do this all at once. We'll put a big dollop of glue. And then this one will get folded up into there. This one will get folded up into there. Did they all get folded up?
Mm-hmm.
Go and push it down.
Anyone else slightly worried about my fingers too close to this table gun? Yeah. It can't get me without having to touch the tip of itself.
Okay. And I think that is it. Let me see what that looks like up top. I'm gonna push that down while I kind of separate these. We have our big bell here, which I wanted to hide the nail gun there. It's holding all of our curlicues, so I think that's it.
Sweet.
Final spray, and we'll zoom out for you guys. While you get some shot, Sean, I am gonna go use little boy. Oh,
Nope. Careful.
I'm gonna go use little boy's room real quick.
Okay.
While you show everyone.
All right. See if I can get this like this. We'll do this. Ta-da. Let's see if we can go straight. Allie's has one, the one that we did for her has, she put little LED lights all over in the back, so when you light it up, since it's hanging on the wall, it's all lit up. It's very pretty.
How'd she turn out?
She's going to turn out gorgeous. Gorgeous, another masterpiece. Love it. Guess not, Sean.
I was going to put snowflakes on it, but at that point, I think it would take away from it. Let's go back up here. Have you shown this angle yet?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm obsessed. This might be a keeper, Sean.
Might be.
You want to go back down here?
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live. We will not be live tomorrow because it is Thanksgiving. Come on, dogs. I may post.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the other two? Oh, 1, 2.
Thanks, guys.
So, we might post online. Don't forget, we will be launching the some bundles in the Ken's Kreations official Facebook group. So if you're interested in that, you want to get access, they will launch Friday morning, probably around 9 a.m. our time. Chocolate is having their daily deal, so you want to make sure you check out that as well. And what is laughing?
Allie says you look like a creeper looking through somebody's window.
That is true.
That is true.
That's fair. That's fair, Allie. other than that, you guys have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, please do.
Yes. So, if you have any questions on the sales, let me know. But I have to say, Sean was jinxed me. He was like, it's only taking you an hour to do this. And then we started the accessories. But I think
we're still at an hour 40. That's
I think
really
it's
good.
great. I'm going to be chalking on these windows a ton because this is just merry everything and happy always. So, all right, guys, we will see you on Friday. Happy Thanksgiving. We are so thankful for all of you and everything you guys do and all the love you show and the support and everything and supporting our chalk adventure and our dogs and our life. So super thankful for you. Thankful for you, Miss Ali. Fly safe with you and your family tonight if I don't talk to you. And have a wonderful birthday in Puerto Rico.
Yes.
We will be there in March or April? March.
Yep.
Hi, Andrea. Mon, I miss you. She's another high school buddy.
Oh,
we go way back.
You go way back.
Like 9th grade. Me and Allie go back to 6th grade when I was just a little boy skipping down the halls to Dancing Queen by ABBA. Oh, memories. All right, guys, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll see you Friday. Bye, everyone.